steak, seafood, everything. It's an extravaganza and it's looking wonderful, guys.
We're really gonna ascend tonight.
Yes. Welcome back, Big Time Eaters. And today we have the biggest time review for you guys. We are at
Ascend Prime Steak and Sushi is the official name of the restaurant. We're on the 31st floor of the shopping mall over here in Bellevue. And guys, we are gonna be doing some big time eating tonight. That is for sure.
Is for sure. And let me tell you, the view from the 31st floor is nothing like the view from the first floor. Just look at that.
Yep, 31 is greater than 1.
31 is always going to be higher than the rest. So stay tuned for this.
Shout out to Eli. I had to update the drip, all right, man? No tech support tonight.
We're living lavish. You guys are living lavish with us. Let's get the food here.
All right, guys, we're back with round 1. And of course, with every fine dining establishment, you got to first review their bread basket. And look at the offerings here. It's amazing.
Go ahead.
So on the closest right here, these are the Parmesan Gruyères, and they've got a little pipette. They said that it's filled with like a mixture of like seafood, citrus flavors, so you can enhance your bread experience. And then in the middle, it's kind of a little bit of the light is getting on it, but it's rice crackers dusted with nori and a vinaigrette. And then all the way on the left here is a house-made babka bread, as well as some butter with a vinaigrette on it. So they got a pretty nice selection on paper. They're making it sound pretty nice, but
it's all about the famous taste
we'll let the
test.
taste buds do the talking.
Let our tongues do the work.
So I don't know. Why there's only one?
I don't know. I think you're supposed to squeeze half
so we'll
and then, because I don't think you want the full thing in it. Then stab it. Oh, yeah. Squeeze one and then stab the other and squeeze it too.
They're getting vaccinated right now. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh wow. Yeah, they were not lying.
It's hot, yeah.
This pipette adds a lot of layer of flavor. You just eat that plain, like that would be really solid.
Yeah.
But this
definitely enhances it for sure. You get like a very earthy taste from it, right? But it also is like savory on the back end of it. It's just it's a strong taste too. It's very powerful.
Very
it's good though.
Very citrusy. The seafood flavor is a nice punch that combats that funkiness in the Parmesan. Let's go for a rice cracker.
Yeah. Look at that. Literally like a tissue.
Yep.
It's looking nice though. So
all right, think it.
Let's think it. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Dude, that is literally like a strip of seaweed.
Hell yeah.
That's all flavor. Tastes like a whole strip of seaweed.
Really nice crunch, and then it just melts away.
Yeah, like you put it on your tongue, instantly dissipates.
This reminds me of like shrimp crackers. If you guys have ever gotten those from the 80s.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna claim my slice of babka bread. So check that out, guys.
Guys, look at the color on this.
They served it up with an excess of butter.
I'm gonna just fold it like a sandwich.
Load that up there. Cheers, my friends.
Cheers.
Does it go any deeper than that? Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wow. This is the most interesting bread basket I've been served to this day.
It really is.
All the flavors they're like, they look familiar, but then they have this amazing seafood element that's just injected into them. You get the nice flaky layers of that babka bread, and then
the vinaigrette is a nice pairing.
Let's go on to the next course.
We have the next set of appetizers, starting with this, the beef tartare with rice crackers, creme fraiche, and some pickled mushrooms.
This is definitely one of those dishes that I've always seen and heard of, but never actually given a try, beef tartare specifically, and they present it in an interesting way. It almost, to be honest, it almost looks like just a raw hamburger patty. But I think it's always sort of served in that puck form. So this is an interesting iteration of that. On the front here, we've got what they call their duck duo. So they serve up pieces of duck breast over a hazelnut puree, along with some fried croquettes and a duck jus. So basically a duck sauce reduction. What should we dive in with first, man?
Looks like we gotta go.
Do we gotta go raw, or we gotta go cooked?
Let's go in raw.
Oh God! And the interesting part is they serve it up with a spoon. So I don't know,
bro.
Just tackle it.
I think we probably just get a piece ready. So get a chip. Get some of that creme fraiche.
Get a little of that mushroom action.
All right, we're taking shrooms.
Yep, we're taking shrooms in the middle of the restaurant. So look at that bite, guys.
Down the
Cheers.
hatch.
Very good.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh,
You know, the thing that stands out to me, it is the zest from that creme fraiche. When I
oh
take a
yeah,
bite,
the
that,
acidity on the back, on the front.
yeah,
Very,
on the front, and it's just
very
like
forefront.
right on your tongue. And then honestly, like with the beef tartare, it's just, it didn't even taste raw. In my opinion,
No.
and you couldn't even tell it's raw meat.
Yeah.
Like it just tastes like a cut of steak.
Yeah, it just tastes like a velvety, melts in your mouth steak. You're just working your way through the flavors. You get the acidity of the creme fraiche, and then you get the sweetness of the meat itself, and then the pickled mushrooms, and then that nice crunch of the rice cracker. So honestly, shouldn't be scared.
Yeah,
It's pretty good, man.
Definitely, if you've never had beef tartare, give it a try.
So let's move on to this duck duo here. We mop up a little bit of that puree.
Kind of chop it down here.
Yeah, I agree. Let's dink it and sink it.
That is nice.
Wow.
That
Wow.
is almost like a really rich flavor of a kind of like a deli meat style, right? If that makes any sense, it's because it's so thin. It's like thinly cut, right?
Yeah.
That's what makes it very reminiscent of a deli meat. It's got strong flavor. It's nice.
I agree. The flavor, I understand what Denzel's saying when he says it's deli meat. The flavors are really intense, right in your face. That's what I love about duck. It's so fatty, so the flavor is just like in your face. It's there, paired up with that sweet hazelnut puree and the duck jus that they put over the top. It's like a powerful flavor bomb.
It's strong. Big old bomb.
I think we got to go in with the bite of the croquette, though. Get a little more of that puree and try it out with the croquette. Oh, wow.
Whoa. It's like lemony. Strong zest. Definitely.
Definitely.
That's an interesting croquette. I've never had it like that zesty before. Usually it's just more of like a
It's
savory.
like it's a mixture of like fruits and nuts in it.
Yeah. I'm so used to like a savory version of that. That is a good rendition of it. Yeah. Good version.
Nice crunch. It definitely rounds everything out of the super strong, in-your-face flavors of the duck breast. You get the nice, kind of calmer citrus notes. I love that they pair it up with the fruits. It's like a nice balance of flavors there.
You get different options for sure.
Guys, we're not done with the appetizers yet. We got something big.
You ready?
All right, guys. So, I said it. We got something big for y'all. So right in front of you now is what they call their caviar service. They served up these beautiful caviar pearls.
Specifically, that is the kaluga.
Yeah. Should we take them through the accoutrements?
Yeah.
Looks like crispy fried rice cakes, and then what looks like purple potato chips,
Yeah.
along with chives, red onion, sour cream top, or it might be a creme fraiche.
That's a creme fraiche, yeah.
With lemon zest.
Yeah.
The zested too.
The zested 2 lemons, yes, indeed.
Egg yolks, and then the egg whites. And they very specifically said to use these spoons only so we don't alter the flavor of the caviar. So we're getting into some pretty fancy stuff. Right
Yeah,
now.
this is that fine dining wartime show.
How should we serve it up, man? I can't decide if I want to put it on a chip or if I want to put it on the rice.
I want to start with the rice,
All
to be
right,
honest.
we'll go there. We want to make sure not to burst any of the pearls. And then me personally, these chives are looking... So I'm going with some chives.
I want to do like a half bite of this first so I can see just the caviar flavor.
I guess you're right. Maybe I shouldn't do this, but what's in motion is in motion. So I'm going to go chives and red onion.
Take a look at those pearls, guys.
Beautiful glistening green pearls. And the way to do this, I think, is to just like, not even really like chew it, is just push the pearls to the top of your roof of your mouth so they burst open.
Okay, so let's do it.
Wow. Amazing.
That is so rich.
Perfect, briny little pearls bursting with flavor. And there's actually the sushi rice with a little bit of vinegar in there for sure.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, literally instantly as the pearls burst, you're hit with that fishy, salty taste. That brininess.
Coats your whole entire mouth. Wow, that's really good.
That's nice.
I think what you do now is a little caviar bump.
To the nose?
No, to the mouth.
I'm like Ezra over here snorting caviar. Thank you. Tell me it's not rich. Like it instantly was like a buttery kind, not buttery,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like yeah. So it's like it's rich.
Very creamy, like
Yeah, creamy,
briny, almost pickled flavor.
It's like the creamiest briny taste
Yeah.
I've ever had. Let's get another big old scoop of that.
Yeah.
This time I'm going with some of the eggs.
I'm gonna go in with one of
Oh
their
my God.
purple potato chips now. That goes
Is
so
that
well.
the perfect pair?
My taste buds are like, what is that?
Yeah,
melody?
literally, taste buds are dancing and turning up right now because this is splendid. Guys, caviar service, excellent. The food has arrived.
The
So,
saga continues. Let's
Yes.
introduce our heroes here.
so first and foremost, we have the Wagyu burger topped with a poached egg, as well as some truffle fries, and right there, truffle aioli. There's like a roasted sesame bun too, as well, and I think there's some
Looks like some chili flakes on there as well.
mayo on there for sure. That's probably some truffle
Yeah.
mayo.
Right here, this is their seasonal omakase selection. So their sushi chef handpicked each of these rolls. It looks like there's an array of, looks like scallop, salmon belly, unagi, tuna. Can't identify these two, and then a shrimp roll. So that is looking fantabulous. And this is what really got me excited.
This is looking sweet. This is that bone marrow served with a like a fried rice cake there.
Yeah.
The bone marrow, and I think it's topped with. Honestly, I don't know.
Looks
We're
like
gonna
a
have to find out.
chimichurri.
Like a chili oil next to it
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
All right, guys, so
It's
take a look here. This is the crown jewel that Ascend is currently offering. This is actually a special that our server told us about tonight. We were originally going to go for the Miyazaki A5 Wagyu, but she told us about this Nagano A5 Wagyu. And what's special about this is this comes from the Nagano region, which is more mountainous. The cows are actually grazed, eating apples, listening to music. They put scarves on them. They really butter them up. It's also a New York strip cut. They cooked it to a perfect medium to allow that fat to render, and it's looking amazing. They serve it up with some sort of reduction, as well as green onions and chili flakes, chili strips over the top. Cannot wait to dive into that.
We have the truffle mac and cheese, guys. Excited to try this. It is topped with some green breadcrumbs, which is new, but we're gonna find out if it's good.
They said they're the only restaurant to be serving this specific breed of Wagyu. And even just getting it on the fork there, it's just so tender. You can see the juices just running off of it.
Yeah, it is a fatty piece. I'm excited.
Let's
Cheers.
dink it and let's sink it.
What the?
Oh my gosh. Oh,
So good, guys. It is the fattiest,
wow.
most flavor-packed piece of meat I've ever even grazed in my mouth,
Oh,
bro.
absolutely.
Pause, but
The
no
juice-
pause.
The
That is
juices
amazing.
just keep flowing each subsequent chew. More and more juices. The fattiness is unmatched. It's incredible. Oh my gosh. They cooked it perfectly, seasoned perfectly. Oh my gosh. That has got to be, bar none, the best beef I have ever
Ever.
tried.
We gotta go in for another one.
Yeah,
We can't let this.
we got to run that one
we,
back.
we can't let this sit, honestly. There's something about the classical music they played for those cows. Must have had them dancing and twirling and spinning divinely in those fields, or
Wow.
mountains, I guess you could say. The skin must have got punctuous and nice and thick and meaty and chewy and
Incredible. Words cannot describe the flavors, the layers. It's just amazing how so much flavor can fit into such a small piece of meat. I think we just ruined steak.
yeah.
I can't look at a normal steak ever again.
After that, yeah, I will never look at another steak.
Let's follow it up with their best offering of seafood.
All right, I'll go in for the unagi then.
I'm gonna go for that salmon. Wow.
Guys, mine,
Wow.
that unagi is a really good piece. And on top of that, there is like some wasabi on that. It's nice. Oh,
Guys,
shit.
that piece of salmon literally just melted away as soon as it touched my tongue. Same, it did have a little bit of wasabi and what I think was some garlic, well balanced with a super fresh flavor of that seafood. The rest of these I can identify, but these two I don't know. So
I guess we'll go in. I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to tell. You want the mystery one right there then?
I'll go for this one.
I'll go for the. I think that's a tuna, right?
Yeah, that's the tuna.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna take a bite before it falls apart completely.
All right.
That initial bite on mine, strong vinegary taste on that one. It was a strong vinegar, and then that tuna literally just goes in your mouth and disintegrates.
I don't know exactly what that one I just had was, but all I know is the sweetness was accentuated as well as what the chili and that what I think was some sort of wasabi puree and that sushi rice just rounded it all out. All right, and then there were three. Go ahead,
Okay.
scallops, the shrimp. Wow.
That is wonderful. Guys, those scallops are big, juicy pieces. Bite into it, juices come out, and on top of it, it's like a furikake, so I'm assuming they just put some seaweed flakes on it. Excellent bite.
That shrimp, top of those biko, the little fish eggs, those pearls exploding. Very, very fresh, very sweet. That one was another sweet one that accentuates all the flavors very well. But now we're down to the last one. Since there's 7, not 6, so what do we do in this situation?
Well, they brought us 9.
No.
You know what? You can have that. Go ahead.
Cheers. Wow. That one was more similar to that salmon in that kind of just very soft and velvety and disintegrated. However, the flavor was kind of abrupt, very acidic with that vinegar.
Moving on, guys. We got the bone marrow here.
And it looks like the intention is, since they serve it with a spoon and these little crispy chips, is that we just scoop it up, I guess.
Put you on the
Scoop. This is like the butter of beef. Just so creamy and rich.
Does it go any deeper than that?
Wow. Oh, wow. Man, everything is hitting, man.
It really is. Fatty, oily, and then you get that nutty flavor from the rice crisp.
Yeah. A symphony
It's
of
a
flavors.
symphony of flavors, all paired beautifully together.
Guys, bone marrow's got to be one of my favorites.
And that chimichurri, that is pretty good.
Yeah, very subtle flavor, but it just accentuates it really well. Really, the strongest flavor
Yeah.
is the sesame and the rice cracker.
Yeah, it's
and then
powerful.
just pairs up with that fatty,
Oily.
rich bone marrow.
Yeah.
Truffle mac and cheese.
We're not playing any games with this, so let's dive right in. Let's get a nice big bite.
Just taking it out of the dish there, you can smell the truffle on there.
Need we say more?
Mmm.
That mac, it's more powerful and rich.
They've achieved a perfect equilibrium
Yeah.
of truffle flavor with that cheesiness that you want from a mac and cheese. Now for Denzel's main attraction.
My favorite of all time, guys. Burgers. Let's start with one of these fries. We'll try a plain bite. Truffle flavor, pretty good. A little cold, but it's been sitting here.
Yeah.
That's on us. We had a lot of food, as you can see, but you can tell the flavor's still there.
Let's give it a dip in that truffle aioli. The truffle flavor in this is definitely a little bit more subtle than the mac and cheese, but I think that's going to work in the burger's flavor to let other aspects of it shine, especially considering it's Wagyu.
Let's cut it like right in half.
Check that out, guys. Beautiful, meaty Wagyu burger.
Cheers, my friends.
You're going to have to unhinge the jaw for this one. All right. Mmm. Wow.
That's a good, oh my God.
Yeah.
They know how to cook their Wagyu. Guys, I've had Wagyu before, and it's only been in burgers though. And this, it's definitely been the best one I've had by far.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. The way they cook it, it's almost like a Thousand Island sausage. That's the first thing I'm hit with before anything.
Yeah.
And it is wonderful.
But this definitely bodies anything I've had in terms of burger experience. The layering of the flavor, you get that nice slaw that's on there to break through all that richness and fattiness of the egg and the fatty burger and that perfect crispy bun. And that's just a good burger, man.
Okay, guys, we have the final round here, and it is the dessert. And look at this.
Look at that. The sky is falling, guys.
It is definitely falling.
This is what they call the Skyfall dessert. So it's a blueberry, she said a cream cheese panna cotta served up with macarons and some fresh berries. Introducing the magic mushroom. On the bottom is a chocolate pot au creme, so almost like a chocolate pudding. And then on the top here to simulate the dirt. They've got chocolate and matcha cake crumbles, as well as, it's kind of hard to see.
Dark chocolate bark in there too.
Yeah, dark chocolate bark, and then the mini mushroom is a sort of meringue, and then the big mushroom is also a mousse on the bottom, as well as topped with another sort of meringue. So, but I mean, altogether, it definitely looks like a little mushroom growing out of the ground.
I want this whole.
So biting into this blueberry cheesecake panna cotta, serving it up with a little
definitely gotta
blueberry.
get that blueberry on it. And then dip it in the Skyfall.
Yeah, dip it in the. Cheers, man.
Oh my gosh.
That is a perfect way to wrap up a stellar dinner.
It is like it's like tart almost. I think that could be just the blueberry, or it could be the cheese. I just don't know anymore. I mean, my palate has just been mind today.
Last, I'm gonna top up the macaroon with a little bit more of that panna cotta, as well as that blueberry. That is a good macaroon. So simplistic. A lot of this is just visual flair, but I mean, the flavors are definitely on point.
They do it right.
The way we approach this is we kind of just get the cream, a little bit of the
Yeah, I
cake
think we
crumb.
try that pudding.
Try that initially, and then
We're going with all the mousses.
make it.
Cheers. Ooh. What? Oh.
Depth of flavor on that chocolate.
So it's like a dark chocolate bite, right?
Yeah.
But there's also a very bitter taste to it too.
Yeah.
It's more bitter than the usual
Very-
dark chocolate.
Very bitter on the cake crumbs. The
Yeah.
pudding itself, nice subtle sweetness.
Mhm.
Definitely not overly sweet.
Yeah.
I gotta run that back, man.
I gotta try that. It's very bitter though.
Gotta get to the bottom of this.
Not in a bad way. It's definitely bitter in a good way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut into that mushroom. Cheers. Guys, that mushroom, it is textured like a marshmallow. Really airy, fluffy bite paired with that bitterness. I think you have to take a bite with that.
Yeah,
When you
definitely.
take-
Everything all together makes it like
Yeah.
way
It's
better.
way better than just shaking the solo bite of just the pudding. Because when you take it together, you get the sweetness
Yeah.
from that mushroom or the meringue, right?
Sweetness from that meringue, and Adele's right. The fluffiness is very similar to that of a marshmallow.
Yeah.
But the berry flavors are very apparent. And then that piece of panna. I don't know if it looks like some sort of a panna cotta.
Let's find out. It all just comes together perfectly.
With all that being said, guys, you know what time it is. Let's go ahead and talk about the BTE rating.
Starting with the beef. How big is the portions? It's fine dining, so you're gonna expect smaller portions of certain items, but it's the flavors that you're there for. But as far as portions go, smaller for some dishes and about average for the rest.
Yeah.
But I think you're definitely on the smaller end.
Moving into the tea, the timeliness and service. We're here on probably one of their busiest nights, Friday night. We had to get reservations like a month in advance. But as far as the service, we've been getting taken care of very well. We've got like 3 different servers dedicated to us. People bringing around hot plates, making sure that our food doesn't get cold, refilling our drinks, man. It's been a great time. And then
How did everything taste? Guys, I cannot lie. Everything was magnificent. Like it is up here. That was like the pinnacle of food eating right there. All the flavors collectively came together, and it's just an all-around experience here, guys. Atmosphere added to it, and everything. I just didn't know what to say after I ate everything. It was just so good.
yeah, I mean, echoing the sentiments of Denzel fully, man. The flavors, some of the things that we tried tonight, especially that Nagano Wagyu A5. Oh my gosh, man. That is something that words can almost not describe. The flavors on point. And I love the presentation, like the definite uniqueness that you're presented with at this fine dining establishment.
Yeah,
I mean,
all their foods.
they definitely take their time with it. Let's go ahead and get to the final rating.
1, 2,
3.
10 out of 10.
Wow.
Definitely the first 10 here on BTE.
History has been made on the BTE
right
channel
before
right
your
now.
very eyes. Like, it just was an all-around complete package, guys. From the service all the way to the flavors, all the way to the atmosphere. Everything was complete. It was wonderful. Definitely recommend you guys stopping by if you're in the Washington area, specifically
Bellevue.
Wow.
I gotta agree with Denzel, man. It's definitely one of those places that you go for a special occasion, special dinner. It's definitely not somewhere that you can dine like every night. It is a fine dining establishment, but man, it is worth every penny towards that experience.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Stay tuned for more.
See you guys in the next video.